Hello everybody, happy Monday. Just letting you know that I am releasing part 2 of my Den Declutter today. A little over a week ago, I did a 3-part series. I've only so far released part 1, so if you missed part 1, I will link it into the description box below. But part 2 is happening right now. Thank you so much for your support and for subscribing and liking and commenting. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And check back with me tomorrow when we will be having Tiny Tidy Tuesday right here on my channel. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Hello everybody, my name is Diana. This is Diana Simplifies. I got another mess over here. This is part of my den. This is going to be part 2 of me trying to get my den straightened out. Now this box right here actually was sitting in my kitchen, and it's been sitting in the floor in there for quite some time, but it goes with some of this over here. So I'm going to try to get it organized. Ranger wants to say hi. Oh yeah, say hi. Say hi, Ranger. Why don't you look at the camera? He's so funny. Say hi. Okay, so, all right, that's nice. You just gonna sit here? Want to sit here with Mama? Okay, all right. Say hi to Rebecca. Say hi to Rebecca. Get your pretty face. There we go. There we go. All right. He's a little stressed. Okay. All right. I think he's gonna go maybe do his thing now. Okay. This bag has been sitting here since we did the passion play. Remember, that was, I think, in March. So this is a wood box right here. So there's like a latch here. We put the firewood goes in here, and we actually don't use our fireplace because the last time I used it, I had a horrible sinus infection, and I just, I struggle with sinus infections, and it was like the worst one I'd ever had. So I think it was something that was on the wood. So we have firewood if we need it, but we just stopped using the fireplace. So the fireplace is here. It's clean, ready to go. The wood box is here if we needed it for an emergency. We do have wood, but yeah. So we haven't, it's probably been, I don't know, 7 or 8 years since we've used it. So anyway, here's my bag. When we did the passion play, we were told we were gonna freeze to death. Actually, what happened was we burned up. So I had this wrap. My sister's mother-in-law used to be big into sewing, and so she made me this really cool wrap, and we went to U of M, and this was kind of like the U of M colors, and I guess is it gray and blue? I kind of thought it was blue and white. Anyway, I think gray was involved. I don't even know. I'm not a sports person. But anyway, we went to University of Memphis. Speaking of sinuses, that's where Spencer and I met, and so I've got this wrap. I need to go back in my closet. I've got this really nice fleece. You know, we haven't needed this in a while, although I gotta say today it's pretty cool outside, but I didn't quite need fleece. So I've got this fleece jacket I need to put in the closet, and please someone tell me why this has been sitting here since March. I don't know. I had some socks because I usually go barefoot, but like wear tennis shoes. I just don't wear socks. So I had socks in case I got cold, which I did not. I had gloves because one year we were literally so cold we could have had gloves. I have a friend that was in the choir at the time, and he was on the back row. He's one of the funniest people. I told him my favorite memory of him was him clapping his hands together and blowing on them because we were so cold, literally so cold. So this year it was totally the opposite. The room was absolutely burning up. This is some natural lotion I have, and I guess I had it in case, because probably it was wintertime and dry hands and stuff. And I have it in this because it's kind of like this, I don't know. I love this because it's natural, but this is kind of, I don't know what the deal is. But anyway, I had it in this plastic bag because of that. So that needs to go back in my car. No wonder I never have anything in my car that's useful. And it looks like somebody gave me a piece of gum that I didn't ever chew. Okay. I think that's all that's in there. And then I had, on the sides, I had my water. I put these little I reuse these Gatorades. Spencer loves Gatorade, so I just reuse these bottles. I put water in them, put them in my freezer, and then take it out, and you've got frozen water, and then it, you know, thaws throughout the day. So you have a little bit of water with you. So I had 2 bottles with me. Let's see what else is in here. I kind of don't think anything, but let's just make sure. This is a nice bag, so I need to put this back in my closet as well. Okay, so I think that's all that was in the bag. So it's a nice tote bag that Spencer got. This is another one of the things he got when somebody moved out of his space, and we got this for free. We also got a bunch of shopping bags for free, so there's that. I don't have to buy shopping bags. Okay, so I'm gonna stick the clothes back in here because this bag goes back in that same closet. So that tells me all I need there. I just need to put that back in my closet and we'll be done. And then the water bottles, refill, put back in the freezer, and then this goes in my car. Okay. All right, so that takes care of that. This, I just was looking at this. This is the Maytag dryer from 2019. So this needs to go back in this room where you see this door right behind me. So that goes in there. So there's no reason it's sitting there. This is my keep file. When I was decluttering a lot of papers, which I have some more papers I have to go through, but right now, this is the keep pile from a lot of those papers. And a lot of this is just blood work from the past. And I just keep up with our blood work through the years. I get blood work done twice a year. And so it just all is supposed to be in a file, and so apparently that's kind of what this file is now. This is the keep file, but it has a lot of blood work, so I need to do something. I need to put that somewhere more permanent. Okay, so I guess I used to have this on the fridge. It's one of those, and it's got a Bible verse on it. So this still has some pages to it, so I will keep that. This I emptied and it's still sitting here. This also, well, it's got a paper towel in it. Okay. And a piece of trash, okay. But this is another, these are all Dollar Tree storage solutions that I'm just not using right now. So I need to find a place for the storage solutions I am not currently using. So I'm going to work on that. And now this is funny. I told my sister I had some puzzles, and I think I've even talked about in here these wooden puzzles. I'm giving these to my sister because we're not going to have grandkids. We do not have children. But my sister will have grandchildren at some point. She's got 3 kids, and they are all grown, and at some point they will be having children. I hope they'll be having children. So I wanted her to have some of these puzzles. My mom had given them to me in my stuff. I'm not even sure they're mine. But anyway, I just thought I would give them back to my sister, and she said she wanted them. So I've got my sister pile is in my doom room, and my doom room is looking really good. That's why we're in here now, because the doom room isn't finished, but it's looking much better than this room is at this point. Now, all of this stuff, this is a Trek S portable, they call it a portable aerosol system. So what this is a nebulizer. I got this to prepare for COVID because I've had this since the year 2020. When COVID all started, I did a lot of research on my own and things to do for COVID, and this was one of the things I came up with, and here is, I'm glad this hasn't disintegrated. This is in case you need to screenshot this is Dr. Mercola's recipe for what you put in a nebulizer when you have COVID. Now, I will say, when we had COVID, we did use this. You need food grade peroxide, so I've had that on hand. And we did use this, but, and actually my niece was pregnant and she had COVID and she was pretty sick. And so I said, well, will you try this? Because it's natural, and she was pregnant, and she really couldn't take anything else. So this actually helped her. She told me it helped her a lot. I think it might have helped her more than it helped us. I'm not sure, but I didn't really feel like it helped us that much. But Dr. Mercola swears by it. So Dr. Mercola is very famous, like a natural doctor. If you're not familiar with him, he's pretty well been wiped off the internet. So I think he still has I think he was wiped off YouTube, because of free speech. We can't have free speech anymore. So I think he was wiped off of there. But he's a great guy, very smart. And so all of this stuff goes with the nebulizer. All that goes with the nebulizer. The problem is I can't fit all this back into this box. And this headset is completely separate from that. I'm not sure why this is sitting here either. But I think it was actually in this storage thing, and I was looking for a place for it. So these usually go in the closet behind me. So I'm going to put these in the closet behind me. I'll probably put these storage solutions things in the closet behind me as well, just So I'm not sure where else to store those, frankly, at this point. So this little thing goes with the nebulizer. This little thing goes, and I've got some plastic Ziploc bags in there, so I'll be putting that in there. And then this is what the actual it's like a tabletop nebulizer. This is actually what it looks like, and this is where you plug it in. So if you're just interested in knowing about nebulizers, you don't have to have a prescription to get this. I got it on Amazon. This is the Trek S. This was the one that Dr. Mercola suggested that you get. It's not, you don't have to get this one. It's pretty expensive at this point, but if you are concerned, COVID is still here. If you're concerned about it and you want to try the recipe, and it's not expensive as far as the recipe, the food grade peroxide is several dollars. I think it's like $20. Because of inflation, it might be more now, but it's not super expensive. But it is food grade, and then you use that recipe that I showed you that you could screenshot from the video, and then you just put in the nebulizer, and you can watch videos of how to nebulize. You just put the little mask over, and you need a mask. He said to use a mask. Put the little mask over your face, and then just breathe the solution in. Okay, and this is my husband's, and I think it just goes in the closet behind me, so I'm just gonna, that's another thing I'm gonna put in the closet behind me. That's part of the nebulizer. Things are getting confused here. This has something to do with him. I don't know. He has a lot of cables, and so that probably goes in that closet as well. Okay, so now I'm gonna, I've got this Ziploc bag. I'm going to put, I'm gonna try to fit some of this stuff in here. I don't know if it will all go in here. And see, I'm trying to remember if it came with 2 of everything, or I think I might have bought an extra because there's 2 of us. So I would buy extra of whatever I don't remember if it came with that. I bet I bought extra. The real question is, I thought I had more than one of these. No, I don't know. I do not know at this point. I think I gave my extra mask to my niece. So I bought 2 masks, and I think I just gave my niece the extra one, and then I guess Spencer and I we were both sick at the same time, so we just washed it out and nebulized. Now, one thing, Dr. Mercola didn't say this, but if you're sick and your family's not, you need to nebulize outside. I heard that from someone else. He never said that though, but I think what it would do is nebulize the sickness into the air. So if you have a room where you can go by yourself, like we have a sunroom, I think that would probably be okay if it was in the winter. It actually was in the winter, but it happened to be nice here. So I went out on the back porch and I just plugged it in and had a long wire, and I just went out right outside the door and nebulized outside. But I mean, we were both sick, but I was sick a little bit before him. So I started nebulizing before him, if that makes sense. So it looks like just about everything is fitting in this bag. This thing comes with a bag. Unfortunately, all this stuff is not going to fit in there, but I think I can at least get the nebulizer into the bag. So I just keep all this stuff together, and I will tell you, it is very confusing. If you haven't used a nebulizer in a while, I did have to sort of that's my dryer. I had to sort of refamiliarize myself with the whole thing. So yeah. And this has a case you can shut, but I can't really shut it because there's too much. There's just too much, and I have no idea what that string is for. What's in there? I don't know. But anyway, so I've got all the little pieces. Kind of hard to see, but I've got all the pieces in here, and so I'm just gonna keep it all together. It won't actually, the box won't shut, but that's okay. As long as I've got my, I think what I'm gonna do, because it's very hard to find Dr. Mercola's information now because of the sort of ban on free speech with these types of doctors. So I'm probably gonna write this again in case if this were to get wet or something, I wouldn't be able to read it. I think I'm gonna write it again and put it inside this box. So that's gonna be something else I'll do as I'm organizing this. So anyway, that is the tidy of this area. There is one other thing. This is, gosh, do I have 2 of these? This black stuff, I don't know if you can see this black stuff right here. I don't want to lift it up because it's kind of making a mess, but it's like that landscaping, what do you call it? The weed control landscaping stuff that you can put down when you're gardening. And it looks like I've got 2 rolls of it. I don't know if I bought more or Spencer brought me some. I have no idea why I have 2 rolls. I thought I just bought 1. But anyway, so that's sitting there. I may just leave that there because I just happen to know where it is. Does anybody else have that happen to them? I know where it is. If I move it, I don't know where it is. And I was going to bring, this needs to be dusted. I was going to bring my dust cloth over here and dust, but there's a little bit of cat hair right there. Yeah. I forgot to bring my dust cloth. I did something with it when I was straightening up stuff. All right, so from Ranger and me, Ranger says goodbye. Goodbye. Come here and say goodbye. All right. He's so freaked out when I do that to him. Okay, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye. There we go. Oh, my goodness. You having trouble with your toenails? And I'm going to put all this stuff away. And thanks so much for joining me for this tiny declutter. Thanks so much. Talk to you guys soon.